from betraying their entire audience to choosing greed over their own legacy. This is what happens when the biggest YouTubers ruin a perfect reputation, and there's no one else whose downfall is as shocking as MKBHD, who's found himself in a very twisted situation. But before all the flames surrounded him, he was simply untouchable in the tech space. With his massive influence, he was able to interview the likes of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and even Kobe Bryant, as well as being featured in Forbes. But the journey that brought him down to hell is the same one that made him a legend on the internet. This was the beginning of a 15-year-old Marques. His first significant video was a review of a remote control for his HP laptop, a gift that he received for Christmas. The views were minimal, barely even worth noticing, but what came next was nothing short of incredible. Marques was forced to crank out up to 3 videos per day, and soon he had over 100 uploads in just a matter of 2 months. What's even more shocking is that while he was doing this, he realized one really important thing, that technology was personal, because for the majority of his audience, it was a massive decision, a purchase that could change their entire lives. So he set out to provide honest, in-depth reviews that could help people make the best choices possible, and that is what brought him up to 20 million subscribers, interviews with people that he never even dreamed of, access to every HQ in the tech industry, and a spot in the Time magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. But just like every other tech gadget, Marques' journey has had a few unexpected glitches of its own, and those early sparks are what eventually caused an explosion. A few months ago, Marques was accused of intentionally destroying 3 tech companies for calling out their products which were supposed to be their first attempts. He was flamed by Twitter, who called him out for being overly dramatic and using clickbait to get views. But what's surprising is that everyone, including Moist Critical and Mudahar, came to his defense. Little did they know that Marques would soon go on to launch his own product that betrays everything that he once stood for.
It's just garbage, I don't know what to tell you. It's actually so bad, it's kind of almost scam tier, but I don't want to be rude too much.
Marques has single-handedly ruined his own brand by launching an app for wallpapers that costs $50 a year, which means that you'd almost be paying more for some basic wallpapers than for your Spotify premium subscription. And that is exactly why people are calling him out for breaking his own rule of never charging for something that was already free. This affected Marques' image heavily, and even his own fans got extremely vocal about it. And shortly after, Marques decided to make a response video named Let's Talk About Panels, where he actually talked about messing up, accepted his mistakes, and apologized without making any excuses.
And there are so many reasons why we failed on the price front.
And that was generally very well received by the fans. But even though in my opinion Marques came back with a good response, the situation has definitely left a sour taste to a lot of people, and he no longer has the once perfect reputation he used to have. But unlike Marques, when it comes to becoming the person that you once called out publicly for scamming their entire audience, there's no better example of this than KSI, who's now at war with his own audience. He's been lashing out publicly, calling out his own fans, and worst of all, he went through a series of messed up decisions which went completely under the radar, but have now led to his massive downfall. This is the story of a 15-year-old KSI.
Hey guys, it's your boy KSI, the GDBT.
But before we dig deeper into this, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button for more videos like these. You see, KSI started out with his gaming commentary on FIFA, and his personality and humor quickly drew in a massive following. By 2012, he hit 1 million subscribers. But here's the craziest part, he dropped out of 6th form college to chase YouTube full time, and why wouldn't he? He was already making more money than his own teachers. Since then, he has gained over 24 million subscribers on YouTube, 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify. He has made songs with Lil Wayne, Anne Marie, Lil Durk, and even Rick Ross. KSI first gained attention in 2018 when he destroyed another YouTuber named Joe Weller in an amateur boxing match. This win led to 2 highly anticipated fights against Logan Paul in 2018 and 2019, both of which he won. But the real crazy drama began when KSI called out Jake Paul after his victory over Joe Weller. This started an insane feud between the two, with KSI publicly challenging Jake and the tension exploding across social media, full of insults and mockery. KSI even accused Jake of ruining younger audiences by promoting disturbing behaviors in his content. This is irony at its finest, because later on, KSI co-founded Prime Hydration, a brand that skyrocketed in popularity. However, the deal surrounding Prime has faced some serious criticism, with allegations of misleading marketing targeting kids. It looks like KSI and his team prioritize profit over health, taking advantage of their influence on younger fans. fans. But it doesn't stop there. KSI's reputation has gone downhill ever since his associations with people that are known as scammers or those with questionable reputation within the influencer community. This raises disturbing questions about the choices he's made and the people he's surrounding himself with. What's even worse is that KSI, MrBeast, and Logan Paul started Lunchly, a direct competitor to Lunchables, but the release has sparked an insane backlash that they didn't expect. One of the biggest YouTubers, Dan TDM, openly criticized them for pushing low-quality products on kids for profit. Then KSI fired back, accusing Dan TDM of promoting action figures and candy boxes in the past. What's even worse is that KSI's response was quickly dismissed as a desperate reach, with people pointing out that Dan TDM's promotion was a one-time deal, while KSI is forcing an entire product line. But this wouldn't just stop here. KSI dropped a 20-minute video titled "Everybody Hates Us" and spent a disturbing amount of time focusing on Dan TDM's single tweet.
JJ's cooked, bro. And then there's a tweet from Jacksepticeye. You mess with Dan TDM, you mess with YouTube. I mean, that's cringe.
Logan Paul followed with his own video too, but it only fueled the fire, as both videos were heavily disliked, showing how KSI and Logan struggled to defend themselves while being mocked for blowing up over one tweet. But it all got worse when KSI's supposed apology was nothing but a link to his new song, sparking even more drama. He sarcastically thanked Dan TDM for the promo, but quickly deleted the response. Incredibly, this entire situation started from one tweet, yet KSI can't seem to stop reacting, making the drama worse with each move. But here's where it takes a darker turn. While KSI is busy self-destructing over one single tweet, MrBeast is silently digging himself into a far deeper hole, one that leaves his entire empire crumbling. Unlike everybody else, there's one particular reason why Jimmy continues to be the internet's biggest punching bag in 2024. For MrBeast, it wasn't even one massive scandal, but a series of smaller decisions that led him here. Make no mistake, this is a guy that went from making videos about Minecraft to $1 million challenges in real life. But what really ruined him was a series of messed up decisions, from hiring criminals to protecting someone who likes minors, all while he was making content for kids. But it was not crazy enough for MrBeast, because once he got exposed by Dobrik in 3 separate videos, the internet rallied up against him. So what did he do? Absolutely nothing. He stayed silent, hiding behind his lawyers, while the drama exploded around him. Instead of addressing it head on, he kept uploading videos with people like Kai Cenat, thinking it would make the insane situation just disappear. But this move only made things worse. It looked like he was actively trying to sweep everything under the rug, and in doing so, he made Dobik's accusations look even more real. And here's where it gets insane. MrBeast decided to launch another product aimed at kids, alongside 2 people who were already hated by the internet. What's worse is that the product itself seems to be terrible, and instead of addressing the shocking Dobrik accusations, he stayed silent, only to break that silence to push a product that's not even fully his own. But after so many bad decisions, it's clear that MrBeast is forcing himself into a corner he would no longer be able to get out of. His young audience might not care for this now, but one day they'll hit a phase and they'll eventually move on. This is exactly what happened to David Dobrik, who got hit with so many allegations that even his hardcore fans ended up completely abandoning him. This is a story of one of the biggest YouTubers, so big that he became a full-blown media sensation, appearing on TV shows and movies. But with every quick rise, there is a fall, and David Dobrik's insane rise to fame began on Vine in 2013, where he quickly became a household name by teaming up with other popular creators.
Hi, I'm Madison.
Okay, do you think our friend Nabil is cute?
Yeah, you're cute.
Thank you.
Would you be interested in being Nabil's first kiss?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But things only got crazier when he made the leap to YouTube in 2015. His channel would go on to completely redefine what vlogging could be. David's wild energy and ability to keep people hooked made him a relatable figure for millions of young viewers.
You should congratulate Kylie.
Congratulations,
No,
Kylie.
no, she's right here.
Thank you. Bro, you're
So why did he become a YouTuber? After watching other Vine stars blow up, David realized the crazy potential of video content. He packed up, left high school behind, and moved to Los Angeles to chase the dream. His charm and drive to collaborate turned out to be the perfect formula, leading to the formation of the Vlog Squad, a group of friends who became the heart of his videos. By 2018, his channel had exploded, hitting over 10 million subscribers and earning him a diamond play button. He was named one of the 10 social media personalities making the most noise by Paper Magazine, and for 2 years straight, he was ranked as the most popular media personality among teens. It's almost incredible to see how fast he rose to the top, but it's even more incredible to see how it all burned into the ground. The most shocking controversy came in early 2021 when several women came forward with disturbing accusations against members of the vlog squad, especially Dirty Dom, with the most horrifying incident stemming from a night in November 2018. A woman by the name of Hannah claimed that she was taken advantage of by Dom after being forced into a heavily intoxicated state. Hannah and her friends had been invited to a film video at the vlog squad's mansion where they were pressured to drink alcohol despite being underage, and the details were very hard to digest. Hannah described that she was too drunk to give consent, and what's worse is that she felt pushed by David and others to keep drinking throughout the night. The whole encounter was filmed by David, and what's worse is that Hannah wasn't the only victim, because many other women came forward with similar claims, describing a pattern of terrifying behavior within the vlog squad. But as more information came into the open, David had to admit that he was equally responsible. He posted multiple apology videos, but the fallout was brutal. He lost major sponsorships with brands like Disney, SeatGeek, and DoorDash, got demonetized, and was even forced to step down from his own $100 million company. The impact in David's career was insane, as he lost over 100,000 subscribers almost instantly, and his hardcore fans turned into his biggest haters, which is exactly what happened to Lael Hansen, a YouTuber that had such a high reputation that it's almost sad to see it all collapse. Lael's rise to fame on YouTube began in 2016 when she quickly gained over 1.17 million subscribers through her reaction videos. She became very loved in the community, with people absolutely loving her personality and her reaction videos. But in 2019, Lael's prank impersonating Billie Eilish went incredibly viral on YouTube, racking up over 2.5 million views before she unexpectedly took it down. Her connection to rapper XXXTentacion's fanbase further fueled her popularity even after his tragic passing. But then in early 2020, everything changed. Lael suddenly deleted all her social media accounts and vanished without a trace for over a year, sparking insane rumors about her personal life and whether she's actually in danger. When she reappeared in 2021, she wasn't even the same person. Her cryptic videos hinted at something darker, but nothing was explained. She shifted her focus to music, releasing a single titled "My Life is Boring," and that is where the backlash hit hard. In a viral TikTok, Lael said this:
"My life sucks. I'm an artist from the middle of nowhere. My life is pretty boring, but I know my music is special. Best friend, who I thought was my biggest fan, turned out to be my biggest hater."
This was a statement that many saw as tone deaf and out of touch. Given her privileged background, what's even crazier is that when fans criticized her, she doubled down, saying that the whole world is against me, which cost her the majority of her fans. People just found this incredibly corny, as they knew this was all just marketing and she didn't really feel that way, and it all seemed very forced. And if that wasn't enough, the song itself wasn't that good, and it was heavily criticized, which goes to show that her one single decision ruined her reputation. But more recently, Lael seems to be back to doing YouTube videos, with most of them performing quite good actually. So it's nice to see that she's left her bad decisions in the past and is now doing better. But she's not the only one who did the crime of being out of touch, because her actions are nothing compared to what the Watcher did, as they single-handedly destroyed everything they've built. So who's the Watcher? Why were they so important? And how did they manage to destroy everything that they've built? This is the story of three guys, Lim, Bergara, and Madej, who left BuzzFeed and Sove to start making their own channel, which became an instant hit as they made paranormal investigations and mixing it with educational content. The channel has had over 400 million views since its launch, with half of their audience supporting them over Patreon. But their biggest trouble started with their video titled "Goodbye YouTube," where many of their fans felt hurt and betrayed. What came as a shock, they announced a subscription service for $6 a month. Their service would have all of their content behind a paywall. Within just a few days, the Watcher lost over 500,000 subscribers and got called out by every single YouTuber such as CoffeeZilla, Moist Critical, and more. People went onto social media to share their angle and disappointment. This move changed everything for the Watcher's brand, as the fans felt left behind and called the creators greedy. It was hard to believe that a channel that was once a part of a culture like Eat the Rich was now acting like those that they used to criticize. To try to fix things, the creators quickly made an apology video admitting their mistakes and promising to keep making free content on YouTube while also giving early access to subscribers.
Been reading the things you've been saying. and we're sorry for the way we handled this, as well as the way we communicated it. We understand where you're coming from, and we're making immediate changes.
However, the apology video sounded like nothing more than a corporate monologue, as it didn't sound like how they normally spoke. But unlike others, they managed to address the situation with an apology. But the biggest question here is, can they win their fans back?